Hi, it's Colm Dolan here from Publift. I hope you are well. I attended a webinar this morning in conjunction with AdMonsters and Google. I wanted to give you an update on it, which it was involving third-party cookies and identity. So the reason this is so important is that Firefox and Safari announced about between 6 months and a year ago that they were deprecating third-party cookies, and they did it at that time. So what this did was, this impact this had was it reduced CPMs in those browsers by about 40 to 50%. And Google announced they were deprecating third-party cookies in January of this year in a 2-year timeframe. So the two people that are on this call are Mark Wally, who I actually used to work with in Google, who was the head of data, and Barb Smith, who led the Chrome and web team. Okay, so I'm just going to talk to you about the Privacy Sandbox. So Privacy Sandbox is an open source collaborative area where developers and anyone with ideas on how to transform a legacy technology, third-party cookies, into new technology. So the basic idea is that people go in there and produce a load of different ideas, prototype, enable and integrate, and adopt to the wider market. So where they're at the moment is they've got a lot of ideas and they're now prototyping some of that at the moment. So that's pretty impressive from a January start. And so use cases. So some of you developers will understand more about use cases. So I'm just going to go through one, which is relevance. So Google always talk about delivering the right ad at the right time to the right user. So this historically, using third-party cookies, has always been based on the user and tracking the user. Now what people are going to have to come up with is an idea to replace user and make that anonymous. And the reason this is so important as well is because why this all came from is due to privacy laws, GDPR, and the new data protection law in California, which is around the globe at the moment. So crucially, what I got from this presentation was that timing-wise is that Google are not going to deprecate third-party cookies until they have a viable, adequate replacement. And hopefully this new technology can even enhance the CPMs that you're possibly getting. And this was a big worry for me, that they would just do what Firefox and Safari have done and just deprecate it without having a good solution. But they are committed to making sure that there is a viable solution. So I think this is good news for every publisher today. So at Publift, we're not resting on our laurels. We're also looking into some other solutions, and we're working with LiveRamp at the moment to implement ATS technology. You'll hear about it in the coming weeks. So what this basically does is any publisher that has first-party data, it integrates with demand sources to basically replace third-party cookies, and you get the benefits of higher CPMs on Safari and Firefox. So you're going to hear from our team over the next few weeks. Thanks very much for listening and have a great weekend.